I'm Danielle Kekoier, but you can call me Danny. 1 year ago, to the day that I'm recording this, March 16th, 2021, I posted a song on YouTube, which was my pitch for a theme song for Varian and the Seven Kingdoms. In the past year, my world has kind of exploded. It's been one of the weirdest and coolest years of my life, I can say, pretty confidently. In that 1 year, I wrote 10 songs inspired by this concept by Kate Ritter and Anna Lencioni. Technically 11 if you count the reprise to Worlds to Discover. Since it's been a year since I started this project, I thought I would do a little anniversary video and rank the songs that I've written this past year. So, 10 songs. We're gonna go chronologically. So let's see if I can rattle them off properly. Worlds to Discover, Donella's Song, Slippery Slope, Blaze a Trail, Closer, Love with Pride, There is a Darkness, Happy and in Love, The One Thing You Won't Regret, and Orbit. There we go. Those are the 10 songs. I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about each of the songs. So if you haven't listened to the songs, then I suggest you go listen to them right now. If you have and you've forgotten some of them, maybe go back and listen to them. But, up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Just as a little disclaimer, I'm going to be really harsh on myself. I love all my children. Maybe not equally, but I love them all. If I don't like a song that I'm writing, I just don't write it, or I fix it until I do like it. So none of these songs I completely hate, which is good, I guess. I'm really proud of the work I've done. It's been really cool to see people really enjoying my music and reacting and commenting. Like, I read all your comments and they're so wonderful and make me so happy and bring me so much joy. So thank you for doing that, and I guess continue doing that. So I guess I'll just get started. So, Worlds to Discover. I couldn't sleep one night in March of 2021. And this little idea for a song came into my head, and I was like, I've heard of this thing called Varian and the Seven Kingdoms. I wonder what a theme song would sound like for this show. At like 2 a.m., couldn't sleep. I went out onto the balcony of the place that I was living in at the time and recorded on my phone a little voice memo for my idea for this theme song. Looking back now, this isn't my favorite song. I like it a lot, don't get me wrong. I wrote it so fast. I wrote it and orchestrated it in a day, and the video was out just a few days later because I was on such a high and I just got so excited and just wanted to get it done. There's stuff I don't like about it very much anymore, but at the time, the thrill was just the best feeling ever. So I was really proud of it at the time, but I've written a lot of stuff since then, and I've written a lot of stuff that I really, really like since then. So I'm going to be kind of harsh, and I'm going to put Worlds to Discover in the C tier. Next up, we have Donella's Song. Donella's Song might be my favorite of all of them. First of all, villain songs are the most fun thing, like, ever. I've always loved villain songs, and turns out writing one is just the most fun. The arrangement for Donella's Song is my favorite arrangement of them all. There's also, like, often in a song I write, there'll be, like, 1 or 2 lyrics that I really don't like. Donella's Song is just, not to toot my own horn, I kind of think it's perfect. There's nothing I would change about it. There's nothing that I listen to and cringe. Donella's Song is also my favorite song for other people to cover. It's such an acting-y song, and I am not an actor. And it's a villain song, and it has so much energy and character, and I love hearing other people's takes on it. So if you have covered Donella's Song, or if you plan to, then please tell me, because it's my favorite thing. So I'm putting this in the highest tier because I adore it. After this, we have Slippery Slope. Slippery Slope is probably my most popular song. It's at least the one that like pops up the most in like fanfic and fan art and Twitter and all over the internet. Slippery Slope was my third Varian and the Seven Kingdoms song. By this point, people were like asking for more music, so the pressure was on. People have expectations now. That's really scary. I also didn't actually know that much about Hugo as a character when I was working on this song, So I was like scrolling through Tumblr and looking at all the fan art, and working on this song made me fall in love with this character. And he's now one of my favorite characters of all time, if not my favorite character of all time. I adore the rat boy. I love him with all my heart. But when I wrote Slippery Slope, I felt like I had failed the fandom. I was like, everyone's gonna hate this. Everyone's gonna be so disappointed. I'm gonna have to like write a different Pining Hugo song because no one will like this one. I could not have been more wrong. People love this song, and I'm so glad. And I think other people really liking this song is what made me finally like it. And now it's also one of my favorites. Like, other people's appreciation of it made me appreciate this song. And now I can see it for what it is, which is an awesome song, I think. I am so proud of that arrangement and really proud of the lyrics. I don't know why I didn't like it at the time. I just didn't. I just felt like it wasn't a very strong song, and now I adore it. Do I put it in the highest tier again? Is that obnoxious of me? I mean, it's Slippery Slope. It's Slippery Slope. Okay, yeah, we're putting it in the highest tier. I am exposing myself with this video. Song number 4 is Blaze a Trail, and y'all, Blaze a Trail is my Varian and the Seven Kingdoms song with the least amount of views, and I don't know why, because I love this song so much, and Nero is an amazing character, and I'm so happy with this song. I think it's my most underappreciated, like underrated song that I've written. It's great, you guys. It's so bouncy and happy, and I think it captures what the character wants really well. And it has a bunch of like references to stars in space because I'm very obvious in the metaphors I choose. It has the fun clapping, it has the fun harmonies. I just really, really like it. I think it turned out so well. I was also having like the week from hell when I wrote this song, and I had just moved back to my old apartment with my terrible roommates, and my piano was broken, and it's a totally piano-based song, and I managed to somehow finish the arrangement without a working piano. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna put it in the A tier because I shouldn't keep putting stuff in the highest tier because that's obnoxious and narcissistic. Okay, on to Closer. In terms of single videos with the highest view counts, Closer has just whoop. When I posted it, I knew at the time it was gonna do really well because it's a Verigo song and you guys are obsessed with this ship. And I don't blame you because I am as well. It's the two boys! It's our two faves! It was also a genre that I'd never worked in before, and I was so terrified and really happy with the arrangement. It's so fun. But I have a really hard time listening to this song because I cringe so hard at the lyrics. Some kid of a random farmer. I have like accepted this lyric as a kind of joke, but it's really hard for me to listen to this song because I cringe so hard. So I know you might hate me for this, but I'm gonna put it with Worlds to Discover. I'm gonna put it in the C tier. Do I have anything else to say about this song? The artwork for this song is so great. I love it so much. Okay, moving on. Love with Pride. Love with Pride is also really special to me because Cass is such a great character and I adore her. And so writing for like my two gays was so nice. I love how this song turned out. It went through quite a few drafts, especially lyrically. I wasn't really sure at first. I love this song. It just makes me so happy, and it makes other people so happy, and it's sappy, and I'm aware of that, but I do really like it. It's just a gay time in every sense of that word. If this show were real, I would want this episode so badly. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. It's really wonderful. Or do I put it in the highest tier? Oh, it's Love with Pride. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm putting it in the highest tier again. Oh, yeah, okay. This one makes me feel a lot of things. There is a Darkness. I like this song a lot. I didn't know how this song was gonna do. I was like, it's Varian. It's a Varian solo, so like, you know, there's that going for it, but people really like it, and that's great. I do really love how this song came out. It kind of ruined my life for a week. I was like not in a good place, and I wrote the song, and then I just was wandering around my empty apartment yelling, "What have I done?" It kind of devastated me. in not a fun way. But I guess that, makes it a good song. It's also harmonically, in terms of chords, probably one of my most sophisticated songs I've ever written. And I remember joking with people after I wrote this song, like, how did I write my most harmonically sophisticated song for a children's cartoon that doesn't exist? I don't know how that happened, but it did. I really like how it sounds. The key changes are subtle, but there are key changes, and I like them. This is also probably the song that I can picture Jeremy Jordan singing the most. Like, I would die to hear Jeremy Jordan sing this song. I would die to hear him sing anything I've written. I die just listening to his voice. I think he could do a really good job on this song. I think he could just, like, hit it across the park. Is that the expression? I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Next up, Happy and in Love. If you don't know this already, Happy and in Love was originally not a Varian and the Seven Kingdoms song. It was just a song I was writing about myself because I suck at relationships. But I got stuck in the lyrics and I was like, this also kind of sounds like a Christmas song. I wonder if I could make it a Verigo Christmas song if there was a Christmas episode. So I did that. And then I went back and I rewrote it and I finished it. And the personal version, the Danny's version, is on YouTube if you haven't listened to it yet. I think it turned out great. A bunch of cool folks on Instagram helped me out with the backup vocals and contributed their voices, and they sound wonderful. This song is really fun, don't get me wrong. It's not like my favorite. It's also really, really short. It was really fun to pretend to be arranging a Christmas song. I'd never done that before. It's just not like my favorite thing ever, but people love it. Again, it's a Verigo song. Like, I feel like even if I wrote something actively terrible for the Alchemy boyfriends, people would like it anyway because we're really easy to please when it comes to music and content. I'm putting it in the B tier. The One Thing You Won't Regret. This is like the most complex arrangement I have ever written. It's wild. I would love to do an orchestral breakdown at some point because it's wild. It's so complex. It has so much going on, but it's really fun and I'm so happy with it. Again, happy song. That's really hard for me to write. That's not my comfort zone. And this style of music, like this big Broadway style, is also not at all my comfort zone, and I had to do so much research and think so hard about it. But I love how it turned out. It doesn't make me feel as much as some of my other songs, which is why I wouldn't call it one of my favorites. That one and Donella's song, the arrangements are so peak. They are so, so great. Again, not to toot my own horn, but Donella's song will always have such a special place in my heart because at the time it was the most complex thing I'd ever done, and I was so proud of it. Anyways, I'm not going to keep harping on about Donella's song because I've already talked about that one. So for Young Solo, I'm also going to put that in the B tier. All right, song number 10. We have gotten all the way to the end. We're now at Orbit, which is my most recent song. So hopefully you have listened to that one. This one is special because there's pining and there's lesbians, and those are my two favorite things. They're just both such good things. It was also really nice writing something soft for Donella, something kind of sweet and not evil. I am very on the fence when it comes to Donella because I love her as a bad guy. I love evil portrayals of her because I think she's a fantastic antagonist. But people who headcanon her as, misunderstood and very motherly, I also like that a lot. Also, her being in unrequited love with Ula is a fantastic idea, so, thank you to the people who heralded that concept because it's wonderful. Like, pining, lesbians, unrequited love, those are just, like, the best things. It was also written basically accidentally when I was supposed to be working on The One Thing You Won't Regret, so it was a really nice treat to get to go back to this one. The arrangement just, fully happened. I didn't even have to think about it very hard. I knew I wanted a string quartet kind of vibe to go along with the piano accompaniment that I wrote. It just turned out really nice. Also, harmonies. Harmonies are another thing that I just love, and writing a 3-part harmony is so nice. It's also really fun to get to attribute different voice types to different characters. So, Ula is a soprano, and Donella is a mezzo alto belter, and Quirin is a tenor in this, but if I were like writing a Varian and the Seven Kingdoms musical and assigning these voice types, I'd be like, Quirin is definitely a baritone. But oh well, I don't have a voice that can sing a baritone part, so I made him a tenor because that's more doable for me. It was also my only Varian and the Seven Kingdoms song with 3 characters singing. We'll see if I ever, get to a full ensemble song. I just really wanted these like big sweeping strings and this big like swelling arrangement, and it turned out exactly how I pictured it in my head, which is my favorite feeling in the entire world. Anyways, this song I am putting... I'm torn, either A or B. Do I do A or do I do B? Help! I'm gonna do A. There we go. I'm gonna do A. So that's my ranking of all the Varian and the Seven Kingdoms songs I wrote this past year. I am gonna put a link to this chart in the description of this video. If you guys want to rank these songs, I would love to see those rankings. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts and how you feel about these songs. Thank you everyone for the past year. You've helped me, expand past my comfort zone and try out all these new genres and just create all this new content. I can't even put into words how much I appreciate the support and the love and the likes and comments and views, and we'll see what the next year brings. In the meantime, I'm still offering to do prose fiction and original music feedback in exchange for donations to charities supporting either Ukrainian refugees or trans youth in Texas. So find me on Instagram if that's something you're interested in. I have seen some amazing covers and fan art and animatics and stuff inspired by these songs that I've put out in the past year. So if you've made any of those, please send them to me or tag me because I would love to see them. If they're on YouTube, I have a fan content playlist that I put all those videos in, so let me know and I will add you to that playlist. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, because the world is not a great place right now. That's it. All right. Bye.